The holidaymakers who come to Egypt, or basically in Cairo, they think that the most important places to visit are the pyramids and the Egyptian Museum. But this is not the case. There are some wonderful sites here to visit. We have mosques, we have palaces, we have cultural sites, open-air museums, many different places. And the most important part, each place reflects a certain period of time. We will try every time to take you to one of these places to tell you more about the Egyptian culture, history, and civilization. The only way to learn more about ancient civilization is by visiting the historic places that stand today as a symbol of power and dignity. Not only to read about the places, but the most important thing is to know the builder of these places and why these places were built. Because simply, ancient Egyptians throughout history till modern times, everything they did it on purpose. And to tell you the truth, they were very well organized, and even each of these buildings reflects the style and architecture of each era. This is exactly what I felt when I visited the Cairo Citadel. Of course, I was impressed by the building, especially when you see it from a distance. Before entering the Citadel, it stands in a way that reflects power and strength. But who built it and why? The citadel of Saladin in Cairo was built by Saladin al-Ayyubi, the famous king and army leader and the founder of the Ayyubid dynasty during the end of the 12th century. The Ayyubids were a Muslim dynasty founded by Saladin in Egypt. That was in 1171. The dynasty fell 52 when Turan Shah, the last Ayyubid Sultan of Egypt, was assassinated by the Mamluk slave general Aybak, who went on to found the Bahri dynasty. The dynasty ruled much of the Middle East during the 12th and 13th century. During the relatively short tenure, the Ayyubids ushered in an era of economic prosperity in the lands they ruled, and the facilities and patronage provided by the Ayyubids led to a resurgence in intellectual activity in the Islamic world. This period was also marked by an Ayyubid process of vigorously strengthening Sunni Muslim dominance in the region by constructing numerous schools in their major cities. The citadel has witnessed many important events in the Egyptian history. First, it was used as the seat of the king and his government in Egypt for many centuries and many dynasties, including the Ayyubids, the Mamluks, and even some of the Ottomans who ruled over Egypt from the citadel. The citadel had always played a significant role in the political life of Egypt in different stages of history, to the extent that in some occasions a king used to rule over Cairo while another sultan or ruler had control of the citadel. Moreover, the citadel has defended Egypt against many attacks in different periods of time. Many important wonders throughout its long history. This includes the marvelous Mosque of Muhammad Ali, which is the best example of the Ottoman architecture in Egypt, the Mamluk Mosque of Al-Nasir Muhammad, and the small charming Mosque of Sulaiman Pasha al-Khadim. Today, the citadel of Saladin is considered to be among the most popular historical sites of Cairo, as it is included in almost all the tours designed for visiting the capital of Egypt. Other than the mosques, the citadel hosts another 4 interesting museums: the Military Museum, the Police Museum, the Royal Carriages Museum, and the Qasr al-Jawhara Museum. Located at the top of a high cliff, the citadel is also featured with its special location that offers the tourists with magnificent views over different sections around Cairo, and the reasons behind the construction of the citadel and its location. When Saladin took control of Egypt with no resistance to be mentioned from the Fatimids, who ruled Egypt from the 8th till the 12th century, he decided that Cairo should have a fortified citadel to protect the city against any foreign attacks, especially the threat of the Crusaders that were carrying military campaigns towards the Middle East at this period of time. Saladin was influenced with the forts and citadels he viewed in Syria and Lebanon, and how fortified and protective they were. Recognizing the importance of having such a citadel to protect Cairo, he guided all the resources he had to construct such an important military structure. After checking out many different locations in and around Cairo, Saladin decided to construct his citadel over the Muqattam Hill, to overlook the whole city of Cairo and to be located at a high position that is hard to be reached or attacked. The construction work of the citadel of Saladin in Cairo had started in 1176 during the reign of Saladin. However, it was completed in 1182 during the ruling period of Al-Malik al-Kamil, who governed Egypt after Saladin and was the first king to live in the citadel. Saladin insisted to build a strong fortified citadel to protect the city of Cairo against all sorts of threats. Maybe this was why it was said that he destructed some small pyramids in Giza and used the stones to build his citadel and its walls. Many of the soldiers of the army of Saladin, together with some crusaders that were captured by Saladin, have worked together in the building of the citadel that was viewed as a wonderful piece of military architecture when it was completed. Saladin has also dug a water well inside the citadel to be used by the soldiers if the citadel goes under siege, and this well is considered to be one of the most difficult constructions achieved at this period in the 12th century, as it was 90 meters deep and it was dug inside the hardest rocks